Welcome back everyone to the Arkansas House 501. We are going to transplant our squash plants. I've noticed that apparently they needed more dirt than what this little container would hold for them to grow. So I bought these 8-inch pots. I don't know if it's going to do any better, but it'll give them a little more root space. And hopefully as late as it is in the season and that they've already started blooming and stuff, that it's not going to kill them. But as I said in the other videos, whenever I was planting everything, was never done it this way. I've always put them in the ground, and so I guess we'll see what happens here. So we're going to take this guy first, go around him pretty wide. Oh yeah, I can see roots in the bottom. And we may even need a bigger pot than this one. I don't remember if I said these are 8-inch pots. And yeah. Yeah, apparently I should be planting these in the 16-inch pots. Or next year they'll be in the ground. I'll have a tiller and a disc for my tractor. I soaked them up with water pretty good before I did this, just so it'd make it a little easier to pull them onto the ground. But as you can see, they had a pretty good root mass in there, and I think that's what's kind of stunting them. What made me think of this today was whenever I drive into the town close by, there was a guy that I saw he had just tilled his garden up. This has been about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. And whenever I was driving back today, I drove past there. A month ago, whenever I drove by, there was just looked like plowed ground. Apparently he'd already planted seeds and stuff. But whenever I drove by there today, his squash plants were 2 foot tall. So I was like, mine are just a little stunted here and just need more room. So we will set that one over to the side. If you watch our Instagram account, the Arkansas House, there's a raccoon that lives, I think he lives in this tree right here behind the deal. Well, the strawberry plants were coming along really well. I had about 12 on there that was ready to pick, and I thought, well, I'll pick them tomorrow, and that way we'll have some fresh strawberries. Well, apparently Mr. Raccoon, that, like I said, in our Instagram account, I've got photos of him of our security camera crawling across the back porch where the planter is that has the this is not going to be good. Oh yeah, this thing needed a lot more root. Because they're going way over here. Or maybe those are coming way over here. One of the two. Anyway, Mr. Raccoon got into the strawberry patch, or the one strawberry plant that I had that had about 12 on it, and decided to gorge himself and ate all of them. I came out the next morning to water all the plants, and all of the strawberries were missing. So I checked the security camera, and sure enough, about 2 o'clock in the morning, he had a feast. So, but as I posted on there, I had a little angry face emoji whenever I put it on there. But as somebody said or commented was, I know you're upset because he ate your strawberries, but it's really cool that you live in an area that has so much wildlife right in your backyard. So that made me kind of cool off a little bit, because I was already looking at the traps and was going to relocate him. But then I thought, oh, I like seeing him roam around too. I'll just have to figure out a way to keep him from getting in the strawberry patch anymore. All right, we got our squash in our new pots now. And the okra, I transplanted them as well. There was 3 in one bucket. And there's the other one. Our watermelons are coming along fairly well. I'm gonna have to transplant them pretty soon. And what else we got? The tomatoes are coming along all okay. Got 3 on there. Hopefully the raccoon doesn't like tomatoes. And then a couple of pepper plants over here. And then I transplanted those 3 okra out of this large one and put 3 other pepper plants in there. And then here is our strawberry plant. Got one that's getting ready to turn red, a couple other little ones. There was 2, I saw the raccoon last night on the porch. There were 2 that were getting close, and he ate those last night as well. So if you got any suggestions of, I don't know what to do, put a fence around it, put a little cage, leave in the comments and let me know. Anyway, let's see what we can get into now. Okay, now we found something else to do. I've been putting this maintenance off a little bit. It's the 1st of June. I probably should have done this at the March, April area whenever I first started mowing the grass, but time to change the oil filter and the oil on the Craftsman riding lawnmower. Not sure how this is going to work with this funnel. Last year whenever I did it, you take this screw out and it drains the oil out of the engine. But whenever you do that, it just runs all over the place. So I'm trying this funnel to see if it'll run down it and into our pan. And then on the other side is our filter, which we have a new filter for that as well. We're using a 5W30 full synthetic oil on it, and hopefully that'll take care of us for another year. All right, I just have a crescent wrench. I'm gonna pull my funnel out just to get this started. So let's hope that this works. Now I did run the lawnmower for about 5 minutes. All right, so that worked pretty well. Didn't have a whole lot of leakage. Now the last time I did a video on this on my other channel, Starlight Sunset, there was someone that commented that said they make a connector that you can plug in here that will stick out a little further, and it has a valve on it that you open up to change the oil. And it's actually worked very well, except for that dropped the, where'd it go? Except for that I dropped the plug into the funnel and it clogged it up. But the funnel worked very well to get it outside. We'll put a little oil on it to get it started back on. I don't know if I over tightened it the last time. That's why it was a little bit of, had to pop it a little bit to get it started. All right, she's on there pretty tight. I'm gonna throw this one away just yet. Make sure this one fits. Looks like the same size. Says that it was anyway. So we'll take a little oil, put on the, yep. Put her back on. Give her a half turn after tight. All right, we're back on level ground. Drove it around the house real quick. It's just all where I cleaned that off. Why it's really shiny. Nothing leaking out. Look over here at the filter. Nothing leaking there. So we are all good. So I think we'll end this video here. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do a little bit of yard work. Trying to get this grass to grow. The worst part is that there's no rain, but there's a nice cloud. Looks like it's fixing to pour down. But we hadn't had any rain in, I think it was 18 days, what the news said. So we're going to end this now. Tomorrow we'll do the Kubota tractor, do a little maintenance on it. It hasn't been run in about 4 years, so we're going to have to change the oil, the fuel filter, and do all the grease points on it. So don't forget, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and if you have any questions or comments, concerns, please leave in the comments below.